Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. One of my subscribers told me to rebuild the Tennessee Titans, but with Will Levis and also get a young running back. So with that being said, we're going to get rid of Ryan Tannehill. We're going to say no to Malik Willis. We're going to have to trade Derrick Henry. And if we're being honest, without Derrick Henry, look at the rest of this offense. It's garbage. Like, trading away A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks, oh, well, they didn't want to pay him. Well, big mistake on the Titans. You should have paid him. I don't know why they didn't. Maybe there was conflict there, and I haven't read up on it. Treylon Burks for A.J. Brown is what they basically traded. Horrible trade. Oh, well, Treylon Burks could be potentially good. He's not going to be nearly as good as A.J. Brown. I'm going to be the number one hater of this trade. Doesn't matter. Oh, well, aren't you going to give Malik Willis a chance? Absolutely not. Oh, he's a rookie. This dude was supposed to be a top 10 pick. And when he was on the field and healthy, they started Joshua Dobbs in the final season of the game because that's how garbage he was. He was healthy and people are like, oh, well, he was still a little bit injured. Yeah, he might have been a little bit injured and he had some strains, but they didn't sit him out for that reason. They sat him out because he was garbage. If the season is on the line and Malik Willis is at 80%, they would have started him. But enough of that rant. Malik Willis is garbage. We're getting rid of Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Then after that, this offense is trash. And then defensively, only good thing here, Justin Simmons, Kevin Byard, maybe he got potential with Landry, but I'm pretty sure he tore his ACL this season. I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on it. Amani Hooker got some potential. I think, yeah, good signing with Sean Murphy-Bunting. Caleb Farley has not developed quite what they have anticipated him to develop to, but let's see the 2022 retirements for the AFC South as I passed it. Tight end Morgan Cox, who used to be the Ravens long snapper, but now on the Titans. I did not know that. Players ready to negotiate. Let's see what we have here. We are going to have Tier Tart. This is honestly not bad. 2 years, 26 years old. I'll take this contract with him. He resigns. Sean Murphy-Bunting got a contract in real life. I don't know what it was, so I'm just going to give him 3 years and increase the money so he stays. He resigns. Aziz Al-Shire also got a contract in real life. Again, I don't know what it was, but I'm still going to just give him something so he stays. He resigns with that. And everyone else here don't have an interest for. They can all walk. And apart from that, as always, I always skip out on free agency. Don't want to accidentally sign anyone that gets signed to a different team. So let's hit the draft. I am now trading away Derrick Henry for a next year's first from the Washington Commanders. And yes, the Commanders have Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson, but I could still see them in the draft taking Bijan Robinson, so I think this would fix that problem. But anyways, Derrick Henry to the Commanders, I think it's a good trade in both favors. And of course, in the first round, we're picking up quarterback Will Levis out of Kentucky, 6'3", 230 pounds, huge arm, good athleticism, especially for being 6'3". He's going to be the quarterback of the future for your Tennessee Titans. In the second round, we're picking up a halfback out of UCLA, Zach Charbonnet, I believe is how you pronounce it, 6'1", 220, good athleticism for being a power back, and a hidden development is the key thing. So that's another great additional piece for our offense. And in the third round, we're picking up a 6'5" physical receiver because I think Treylon Burks is not a receiver 1. He's more of a slot or receiver 2. But now that we have someone who's 6'5", A.T. Perry out of Wake Forest, 90 speed, hidden development is the big thing. And he's going to be great for our offense as well. So this is the team after the draft, and it's still garbage offensively, but A.T. Perry is going to be the starter here. Treylon Burks should be in the slot. Phillips maybe will be in the slot. I don't want A.T. Perry in the slot, so I guess Phillips is going to be there. And then since Phillips is in the slot, I'm going to move Treylon Burks to wide receiver 2. Charbonnet is the starting running back, of course. And then defensively, at least we got something going for us defensively. Caleb Farley is actually going to move up to the starter. I want him to develop as much as he can. McCrary, how old is McCrary? Roger, ooh, I did not know he was that young. I did not know he was a rookie in the past season. So he's going to move to number 3 specialist. McCrary's going to be in the slots. Like all that. Got everything. Cool with that. So I don't expect us to make the playoffs in the first year. Probably going to tank the first year because our offensive line is still garbage. But let's move in to the mid. Wait, hold up. I almost said let's move into the midseason mark. Did I miss it? Yes, I did. Okay, that would have been horrible if Ryan Tannehill would have been starting over Will Levis. My bad. I'm sure a lot of people were probably yelling at me. Anyways, let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 2-5, second in the division. As long as we're above the Texans, that's fine. And our team ranks are garbage. Not really too surprised. Scouting national focus has to be offensive line. It is so bad. needs to be that. In this upcoming draft, I honestly think they should take Paris Johnson or Broderick Jones out of Georgia. I don't think they should go any quarterback route. Maybe try Malik Willis. I would say I still think is garbage. Jeffrey Simmons, he doesn't like the scheme we're in, and he doesn't have a mentor at his position. So I think I'll get a mentor for him. Nico Autry, how is that not a mentor? Does he have the mentor tag? He doesn't want to play for us, but I'm pretty sure Danico Autry should have a mentor tag from him being this old. He's a target candidate, and he's a bridge player. Guess not. Christian Fulton, I will overpay for this. Nashville is apparently not a big market. I would think it is, but I guess not. So let's give him a long-term contract just because he's young and he's going to be good depth for the team. He resigns. Ryan Tannehill can walk. And I'm going to get a mentor for Jeffrey Simmons because I don't want to overpay for him. So let's go do that right now. That mentor, Vinny Curry, is going to be my my tradable player, not tradable player, my mentor. Players ready to negotiate. I got you a mentor. What the hell? I gave you a mentor. Okay, and it's just solely the scheme fit just makes it a horrible. Okay, that did nothing. I'm so sorry for wasting everyone's time. He resigns on a stupid expensive contract, but let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, not making the playoffs, going 6-11, bottom of the division. The rest of our division kind of sucked, other than the Jaguars, which is kind of how it's going to be for the future. Stats and awards, let's see what we have here. Ryan, why does it? I forgot to adjust it. Will Levis could have won Rookie of the Year. Damn it, whatever. 1,900 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I like this ratio better, and he also had a better pass rating than Ryan Tannehill. Rushing-wise, Charbonnet, 14 touchdowns, 3.5 per carry. Not a bad rookie season. A.T. Perry, 1,100 yards, 5 touchdowns. Great rookie season. Kyle Phillips, 1,100 yards. And tight end, Oquano, with 1,100 yards and 101 receptions. So that's probably a star dev. Aziz Al-Shire, 140 tackles for a loss, 15 for Harold Landry. Sacks, 11.5 for Harold Landry, 9.5 for Jeffrey Simmons. 2 interceptions for Harold Landry. Safeties, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So let's see what we got here in the offseason and move into it. And the Niners beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl MVP. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP. And there are no awards here for the Tennessee Titans, unfortunately. Man, I really wish I would have remembered to start Will Levis in the midseason whenever I made that signing. But he's starting now that Ryan Tannehill's regressed, and Charbonnet gets star dev. Why? He gets superstar for offensive rookie of the year. It didn't show it to me, but I guess he has it. Maybe for the AFC rookie of the year. Or tight end gets star dev. A.T. Perry has star dev. Defensively, Al-Shire has superstar. Or Landry has superstar. Amani Hooker has superstar. Even though we went 6-11, those are great for upgrades. Love those. Let's get to the re-signings. In the AFC South, of course, Vinny Curry retires. That's what I expected as soon as I sign a mentor. But let's see the players ready to negotiate here, as we have no one of interest. Actually, now that you're considered a second string, you're pretty cheap. Do you have the mentor tag? No, you have trade target and bridge QB. If you had mentor, I would have re-signed you for a couple years. But anyways, let's move to free agency. After free agency, we solidified our run defense, got even more depth at the secondary position. Byron Murphy's probably the best DB we have right now, and we got our franchise left tackle in Jedrick Wills. So it was a great free agency. Now let's capitalize in the NFL draft. So I'm going to be accepting this trade from the Minnesota Vikings. I'm currently at pick 5. I'm trading back to pick 14. I'm also getting a first-round pick next year. And keep in mind, with the Derrick Henry trade, we also have another first-round pick. So with this trade, I'm swapping back to pick 14, getting another first-round pick next year, and I already have a first-round pick this year. So I'm still going to have 2 first-round picks this year, and I'm also going to have 2 first-round picks next year. So I'm going to accept this trade from the Minnesota Vikings. And with my first round pick, after trading back, I'm trading back for a 6'3", 222 physical guy. Unfortunately, only normal dev at receiver. I really wish he had star or better. That would make things a lot easier. He had A, catch in traffic, B, spec catch, B, catching. Route running isn't crazy, but with such a physical guy, he had elite strength too. I thought he would be so much better, but still, this is going to be the pick. And with my other first-round pick, I'm picking up right tackle Joey Townsend out of Ole Miss. Our offensive tackle position is solidified, 6'4", 307 out of Ole Miss. Hidden development, 90 strength. He is a great pickup. Now, this is the team after the draft, and Lynch is a 75. Is he going to be playing in the slot? I could force him in the slot, and then I'm going to force him to wide receiver 1, just that way he gets an abusive amount of reps. Yes, I use the word abusive. A.T. Perry's going to move to receiver 2. Phillips 3, Traylon Burks is a 4 now. Townsend is going to start over Andre Dillard. I got a bunch of new rookie offensive linemen. This one looks the only good one. The center doesn't seem that good. And yeah, the right guard isn't that good either. So at least we got solidified offensive tackles. Defensively, looks like the CPU didn't pick anyone up. And Lynch starting, got all that. Cool with that. Like everyone here. And apart from that, guys, it is now time to move into the midseason mark for the second season. Here we are at the midseason mark, 1-6, dude. Damn. Our defense isn't performing either. I'm in the Giants defense, Dallas offense, which I usually run. So I'm going to switch it up. Multiple zone run, 3-4 under. I'm going to switch up to the Kansas City defense is what I usually go with, but they mainly work good with a 4-3 defense. We're just going to see how it goes. I usually try, and everyone's like, oh, use the Pittsburgh defense. Use the That's good for sacks. It's not good for winning. Anyways, breakout linebacker. It never even works. I'm not even going to bother with it. Let's see what we got here for the re-signings. Kevin Byard, I want you back for the entire rebuild. He re-signs on that contract. It's Hart. I thought you would be gone by now. Okay, no, I'm not going to re-sign him because I already have Ed Oliver. Stonehouse, sure, our punter. I didn't know we signed one. Maybe the CPU auto-sign one, and he wants to bring the length down. Okay. Caleb Farley, still a cheap deal, even if I give him a very player-friendly deal. So he re-signs as depth, most likely. And Andre Dillard can walk. Aiden Key, my bad. Well, no, it's Arden Key? I think it's supposed to be pronounced Adrian. I don't know. Key, you're not getting re-signed. All right, guard, no. I can find a better one, and everyone else here can walk. So scouting national focus, I think, again, it needs to be interior offensive line, just because it's still really bad, and it's probably the main thing that we need. So it's already locked on there. Everything else here seems fine. Let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, not making going 7-10. One more win than last season. Improvement, boys. Improvement. So I guess the Chiefs defense did slightly help us. Stats and awards, let's see what we got here as we have Will Levis. Woo! Good in passing yards. Pass rating sucks. 9th best offense in the NFL. 18th best defense. 32nd in pass rating. 18 interceptions, not good. 5,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, 18 receptions, bad. 96 pass rating isn't good. Charbonnet, 15 touchdowns, 3.8 per carry, 1,000 yards. If I'm saying his last name wrong, whatever. Gregory Lynch, 105 receptions, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. What a rookie year. Kyle Phillips, 7 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, A.T. Perry, 1-1-1-1, and 10 touchdowns. Our tight end getting 101 receptions. Traylon Burks is irrelevant now. Defensively, Alshire with 144 tackles. Tackles for a loss is 16 for Jeffrey Simmons. Sacks 10 for Harold Landry, 9.5 for Jeffrey Simmons. Interceptions 4 for Amani Hooker. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Byron Murphy Jr. and 1 for Kevin Byard. So, anyways, it is now time to move in to the offseason. And the Packers beat the Jaguars in the Super Bowl. Anthony Richardson on the Packers would be crazy as he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Bryce Young on the Colts wins the league MVP. And Gregory Lynch wins the Offensive Rookie of the Year. That is what I love to see. Hopefully he maybe has Superstar Dev, because sometimes that happens. Can he have Superstar? Is he just going to get Star? He just gets Star. That's fine, though. That's fine. Our right tackle, only a Star. That's fine as well. Will Levis led the league in passing yards. I don't care if you don't like this. I'm giving him Star Dev. Oh, you're cheating. You're damn right I'm cheating. The dude had 5,300 yards in passing. Oh, well, bad pass rating. Yeah, a lot of people have bad pass ratings. I'm just kidding. Terrible reason to actually justify that, but either way, he led the league in passing yards. Defensively, any upgrades? No, that is not good. Not the best season, for sure, but maybe Will Levis can actually develop and it'll help, so let's get to the re-signings. In the AFC South, Ben Jones retires on the Jacksonville Jaguars after the Super Bowl loss. Let's see what we have for the players ready to negotiate. I wish it would load a little bit faster. Ryan Stonehouse, I'm just gonna offer you the exact same deal. And then sure, he wants less length. I don't care. I'm just gonna sign a free agency kicker and punter, but let's hit it. After free agency, we got Landon Dickerson, Jalen Phillips, Jerome Baker as depth, and I got a kicker and punter, of course. So apart from that, guys, let's move in to the 2025 NFL Draft, where we have 2 first-round picks. In the first round, I'm picking up middle linebacker Bernard Chamberlain. Yes, I know I already got Jerome Baker, but this is just more depth for our defense. And with my other first-round pick, I'm picking up center Elliott Todd to complete our offensive line out of NC State. Hidden depth, 6'3", 310, 87 strength. Here we are after the draft. Todd is already a 76 overall. That's a great start. Just need Will Levis and my receivers to develop. Might have to actually trade for an elite receiver. Treylon Burks, I'm going to trade him off the rip just because I don't need him. He's a wide receiver 4. And yeah, I don't think there's any team that really wants him at all. Seahawks, he's going to go to, and give me your second round pick. Would you do that? I don't even think so. No, not even. Let's get a third from the Seahawks. Would you do that? And not even. Let's get a, sure, we'll take your 4 and your 5 for Treylon Burks. You can have Treylon Burks off to the Seahawks, and yeah, this is the team we got now. Fine with it. It's defensively, we look great. Chamberlain looks great as well, 76 overall. It was a great pickup. Probably should have gotten the left end. I mean, our run defense is already good as well. Lynch, I'm just gonna max him out again. Put him at the starting receiver again. And yeah, Phillips can maybe be our slot later on, but for right now, trying to max him out. Chamberlain is going to be the sub 2 linebacker. And apart from that, let's move into the third season. Hopefully we can actually make the playoffs this time. So let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-4, second in the division. Improvement. Still, our offense is 32nd in points per game. Will Levis, step it up, dude. What are you doing? Scouting national focus. Don't really know what we need. Sure, we're going to go with receiver again. I'm probably going to end up trading my first round pick for an elite receiver because we just did not have time to develop one, obviously. So let's look at the players ready to negotiate here, as we are going to have Amani Hooker. Definitely want to keep him back, give him a player-friendly deal. He resigns. Azeez Al-Shire, I do want him back as well, so let's give him this. Definitely want to give him 5 years in real life, but whatever, it's the final season. Kyle Phillips can honestly walk if he doesn't want to play here. If he did, I would give him another contract, but he doesn't. Roger McCrary, I would like back. I'll keep him for this contract. And Sean Murphy-Bunting can walk, honestly. Tight end, I'll be fine with this. 78 overall. I might want a new tight end as well. And everyone else here can walk. So apart from that, guys, I would say it is now time to hopefully make it into the playoffs. Let's move into it. Here we are in the playoffs going at 11-6, second in the division. Still haven't taken the division yet, blowing out the Colts 45-7, who had the MVP Bryce Young, and apparently they're not doing anything with him. Will Levis, not good compared to the rest of the NFL. 21st best offense, best defense, though, is what's carrying us. 19 interceptions and 92 passer rating is bad. Charbonnet with 1,200 yards, 4.0 per carry, 1,700 yards, continues to improve. Kyle Phillips, 1,000 yards, and Gregory Lynch with 1,000 yards. Looking at it defensively, Azeez Al-Shire with 112 tackles for a loss, 17 for Ed Oliver, sacks, 11.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 10 for Ed Oliver. Jalen Phillips only with 8. Interceptions, 3 for Roger McCrary, and safeties on the team. 0 defensive touchdowns is 1 for Kevin Byard. So, let's see what we got here against the New England Patriots, who are 11-6. Remember the last time the Titans faced the Patriots in the wild card? I do. Let's see if we can do it again. And we do. 28-10 here to face the divisional rivals, the 12-5 Jacksonville Jaguars, and the generational blue chip player Trevor Lawrence. And we beat them here to face the 14-3 Las Vegas Raiders to potentially move on to the Super Bowl. I don't think they have Jimmy G anymore, but let's move into it. Here we are in the conference championship against the Las Vegas Raiders. 0-7, 0-14. They're putting it on us right now. 2-score lead, 3-score lead for them. Okay, 10-21 in the second quarter. 10-21 at halftime. 18-21, 18-24, 21-24. We haven't had a lead yet in this contest. 21. Oh, there's our first lead, and that's gonna do it. We get our first lead by 1 point, and it puts us in the Super Bowl. That is all we needed. Let's go. Who is the Raiders quarterback? It is Aaron Rodgers. Okay, let's move into the Super Bowl. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face Treylon Burks and the Seattle Seahawks. What a revenge story for them. Traded a 4th and a 5th round pick to get rid of Treylon Burks. Todd as superstar dev. That's awesome to see. Nobody else gets development upgrade on offense. Defensively, McCrary gets superstar dev. And apart from that, I don't see anyone else. Our middle linebacker has star dev, or the rookie. So anyways, let's move in and see if we can beat Treylon Burks and the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. Here we are against the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. 3-0 start, 3-7 now, and 3-14. Good stuff. 6-14, 6-20, 13-20. I don't know how we didn't score on that previous drive, but 13-30 in the fourth quarter now. 20-30. Yeah, that's gonna be game. 20-37, 27-37. 27-37. Traylon Burks is no more. And at the beginning of the season, we traded him. He's probably beating himself up now. Why couldn't I have been just a little bit better? Not as good as A.J. Brown, but just a little bit better. Yes, I will forever bash Traylon Burks just for him being picked. And it was obviously not his fault in any way. But Sterling Bennett is the new Seahawks quarterback. But let's see who the Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is Will Levis. Jalen Hurts wins the league MVP, and there are no awards here for the Tennessee Titans. Let's move into the fourth season and the re-signing. In the AFC South, Jarvis Landry retires on the Texans, and Trey Turner retires on the Indianapolis Colts. Let's see who we have here for the players ready to negotiate, as we're going to have nobody of interest, and I'm honestly just going to skip out on free agency because I just need an elite wide receiver, so I'm going to trade for one. So let's move in to the draft. So I'm now trading away 2 first-round picks. Yes, 2 first-round picks for Michael Pittman Jr. Finally, a receiver that's at least a 90 overall. This is the best I can get. Everyone else started rejecting my trades. So with that being said, I'm just going to let the CPU simulate the rest of the draft, considering we've already won the Super Bowl. So let's move into the end of the draft. Now this is the team going into the 4th and final season. The CPU picked up a future left guard for us, but I'm just going to start the one that has a better overall. Receiving core looks a lot better now. Offensive line is good. Will Levis only made it to a 76 overall because of his normal development at the start, unfortunately. But this is the team going into the 4th and final season. I think we built a great team, especially improving the offense. But let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs once again, not getting to the top of the division, here to face the 12-5 Jacksonville Jaguars as they have the home field advantage. Coming off a blowout win against the Baltimore Ravens. Stats and awards, Will Levis have a good pass rating. He does. Let's go. That could be MVP, maybe? No, it's not going to be. Not even close. What? Not even top 10 is crazy. Getting best passing yards, top 5 passing touchdowns, and a 109 pass rating isn't even top 10 for MVP. Best offense in the NFL, second best defense. Wow. 5,200 yards, 41 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. The reason why. Okay. 109 passer rating. Charbonnet, 4.7 per carry, 1,900 yards, 1,500 yards, and 19 touchdowns. Great season. Gregory Lynch, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's superstar dev. A.T. Perry, 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns. Really, Michael Pittman? Traded 2 first-round picks for you, and this is the best you could do? Anyways, defensively, Azeez Al-Shire with 115 tackles for a loss, 18 for Jalen Phillips, sacks, 19.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 6.5 for Jalen Phillips only, interceptions, 4 for Christian Fulton, safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So, let's see what we got here against the division rivals, Jacksonville Jaguars. Can we beat them at their own home territory after an amazing season from our team? And we do. 31-24 here to face the 14-3 Las Vegas Raiders. We played them in the conference championship last time. We played the Jaguars in the divisional last time too. We don't beat them this time. 31-17, as that is going to be the video. It is still a successful video because we did win the Super Bowl. But if you guys have made it this far in the video, make sure you like and or subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Also, let me know down in the comments below which team you would like me to rebuild next. But having Will Levis on the Titans, I always like doing Titans rebuild as the Panthers beat the Raiders in the Super Bowl. And yeah. Anyways, guys, once again, I thank you guys all for watching, as Will Levis now has Superstar Dev, along with Lynch having Superstar Dev. Defensively, Jeffrey Simmons gets Superstar X Factor. McCrary gets Superstar X Factor. And yeah, apart from that, guys, thank you guys all for watching once again for the 3rd time, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.